Good morning. Don't mind me. I look a little rough, sound a little rough. I literally just woke up. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning on June 2nd, 2022, and today is the day that we meet up with the realtor to put both of the properties on the market. The funny part in all of this is that since the last episode you guys seen about property flipping, we actually haven't even gone back to the other property and done any work there. We've done a lot of work at the property we've been staying at, which I'll show you, but we haven't done anything at the other property. The thing I've learned about all of this is that your plans and your ideas and your visions for your property, they're going to change. You can go into it with all these visions and ideas, but sometimes you just don't want to do all that anymore. Originally, I invested into these properties thinking that, I was going to have them for a couple years, sit on them, and then eventually flip them and make a bigger profit. But honestly, my life path has changed in that time, in the 2 years that I've had it, and I'm on to different things. And this isn't the end game for the property flipping. I'm still going to have another piece of property again someday soon. I still want to continue to flip more properties, but for now, we're just trying to get both of these on the market so that way we can chase after other dreams that we have in life. I'm mobbing over to the other property right now to try and put up a couple T-posts and a little bit of rope fence and a keep out sign just at the entrance to make it look a little more visible and established 2 hours before we're about to meet up with the realtor. Let's go. It's pretty cool because we're taking this road to get to the second piece of property right now. And just on the other side of that hill is the other piece of property. Okay, so right now this is literally the entrance to this property. You just drive up on this fucking grass. It's technically landlocked, so we gotta get in there to get to it. Literally just like driving through another piece of property to get into my property. And then there's just this huge section of dips. This is where the entrance is, and this is where I'm putting up the T-post so that way you can actually see where the entrance is from the road. All right. I'm going to be talking kind of quiet. I have some crazy neighbors, and I don't want to attract their attention. So we're going to be quiet and quick about this. Okay. Got some rope, and I'm just gonna go find my first corner point over here so I can start this fencing. Okay, it took me about 5 minutes, but I found my first corner point going through the trees to the open spot. So we're gonna tie this up and drag it across. Alright, so I've got the rope stretched all the way out. And actually, my property line starts here, not over there. So we've got this open area. Now I just need to put a T-post in right here. This is a little hard with one person. We got it. Nope. Oh, fuck. It's already in the ground. Hell yeah. The first one up. I put one over there. We're about to have ourselves an entrance. So it's going over there to where we're by the truck. I'm actually going to make one go across this way real quick just to block out the weird neighbors over there. Alright, I got a little double layer fence going here up at the front. Good 50-foot section, maybe 75 feet. Now we're going to figure out a way to rope up these two T-posts and put a sign up. All right, an hour later, and we're done. We officially have the entrance. I gotta a double layer rope fence over there. This part, whenever the realtor comes to show somebody this, he can just lift that up and this fence can come down so they can pull up in here. So yeah, between the two T-posts, that's the entrance, and then I put up a quick double layer fence right here to that tree, so hopefully you can see it from the road. I originally had bigger plans for this property. The reason why I like this property so much is because it's just loaded with trees. But you know, we got caught up in the other property so much and didn't really give this one much love, to be honest. Alright, so I'm back at the other property, the main one that we stay at when we come down here. And I'm just going to go over it and show you guys what we've done here in the last 2 years. So one of the biggest things we did was literally groomed all of this land with the push mower. Our first one took a shit on us. We got a second one and it beasted through this shit. It doesn't really seem like much from the video, but before we got here, this property literally looked like all of that. Like all of this was yellow, dead, dry. You couldn't see any of these bushes or trees up here. And ever since we groomed it and we got a fat snowstorm, the whole property has pretty much turned green. There's like actual grass living down here that's just been hidden and buried for years by dead shit. Like I said, it might not seem like a lot, but let me fucking tell you, push mowing 2.5 acres with giant rocks, burn scarred tree stumps everywhere, it's a fucking mish. Here's all the wood we gathered, raked up, loaded up into the trailer and moved over here in order to clean all of this up. One of the next biggest things we did was build this entire wooden fence all the way down the front side of the property, which I'll go up there in a second and show you that a little more. It's the front side of the property along the road. Back here, we're leaving this space to kind of continue adding more logs and wood, and that's kind of like the border here, especially since this guy has a big dirt wall border. We didn't really need to make much of a fence. Yeah, we brought the fence out to there from the back corner post, and then we have a 3-layer rope fence, a little hard to see, but it goes all the way into the back corner up by the RV. Here are the remains of a random little jump that the boys built last year. It's a little fucking booter. That's probably just gonna stay, to be honest. And again, there's the corner of the fence coming down along the back side of the property. We got our gates eventually to go up at the entrance. Little garden bed over here. Adrian built me a really nice little thing over my garden bed last year. Unfortunately, there was a crazy windstorm that came and knocked her right down. Got all our stuff organized back over here, tools, random. We also had a 7x7 plastic shed. There's the remains of it with all of like this stuff in it. That bitch blew over too in the storm, so that was a loss, but it's okay. It's okay. We're good. And I'm actually just gonna step outside of our fence real quick so I can show you that it goes up in through the trees here. Gotta go quick. Comes up in through the trees there. Yep. Comes through the trees. We just did a double layer there instead of a triple layer. And then, yeah, there's where the other property is. This is where our top corner point is, where we have Marv parked. Marv used to be down in the flats down there, but we moved him up here because it's a little flatter, get a little more shade, hangout area in the trees. Here's the rest of the fence going all the way down to the other corner of the property. Take you on a little detour back into these trees here. This was the first section we originally cleared out last year. Cut down all the trees, cleaned them up, raked this out, made a border. This was like our OG hangout spot. We got a 48-gallon water tank up here. Typically we hang our hammocks, grill out, have campfires when we could. And then this year we made a second area to pull our trucks up. We wanted to be able to park our vehicles up in the trees. That's the old section in there. This is the new section we cleared out. And now We have like 2 hangout spots in the trees. So now we'll go up here. Here's Marv. Got our little borders, our solar lights. And here's where the rest of the fence continues all the way to up in that corner. So that's our whole little tree section. This property is in a burn scar, so it's mostly open, but we're lucky to have a fat section of trees to stay cool in. As you can see, fence goes all the way up there. I'm gonna go up there next. This big heifer also blew down in the windstorm. Now you understand why our shed literally blew over. Massive. All right, so here's the fence coming up to the corner T-post. We got it roped up to the wood, and this is where the whole wood front fence begins. And this is the view from the road outside the fence. Look at the mountains in the background, like what? Here's the entrance eventually where the 2 gates are gonna go. Look at that view when you pull in. Unreal. I've got one bigger, brighter solar light right there. This bush is gonna come out and we're gonna put a address sign there. Got all my little solar lights on every other post. You should see it at night. It's so cool. It lights up all along the road. I love it. Yep, man. I'm just walking down the road a little more. This fence definitely was like our pride and joy. It took for fucking ever and it was so hard, but so worth it in the end. And then here's the last little chunk of fence that we started last year. As you can tell, the 4x4s are shorter. We still want to cut those 4x4s a little bit down there to make them more even, but just little things. And here's the top corner point of our property. We are going to put a T-post, couple T-posts straight down here with some rope down to that wood pile we talked about, and then yeah, that'll finish off our entire border. That's honestly the gist of it. Probably doesn't seem like much to y'all, but it's just 2 people out here just physically by hand foraging this land that hasn't been touched in probably 10 years. So, and for our first time experiencing flipping property, like we couldn't have done any more with our own bare hands, you know, like we really came out here and put in work on these properties. So now I'm just waiting for the realtor to show up and see what he says about the work we've done here, because the last time he's seen it, whoa, oh my god, the last time he's seen it did not look like this whatsoever. Quick little view from the driveway looking up. Look at that fence. Look at the green out here. It's just, oh, and the mountains never gets old. I love it here. I literally love it. Oh, I found a wild yummy. Hi. Meow. What doing? Oh, you think I'm gonna catch you and take you inside? She's so stupid. Baby Zoo. Baby Zoo. Baby Zoo. Hi, what are you doing? You laying in the shade? Oh, look at him. Oh, he's such a handsome boy. Hi, Bubbas. Aw, good boy. Yay, he's here in his motherfucking Land Rover. Hey, James is the man. Woo!
Lake George.
Oh, wow.
And then back to Canyon. Like
Yeah.
250 miles today. Like,
Jesus.
Man,
The man's is busy.
Yeah.
All right, so we got good news.
Good news.
We put in work. Realtor said we can definitely ask what we want to ask for this piece, so he's taking pics right now. Better make us look good. All right, he's putting the for sale sign up right now. Oh my god. And then we also got the lockbox we got to hang up on the RV, so if people come here to check it out, they can get in and scoop it. Up here putting some T-posts in at the entrance. Hey, we got some Kikis coming up to us.
Oh, baby kitties.
Hi, Kikis.
Baby Zoo.
Baby Zoo and Baby Yummy. Come on, Mimi.
Oh, hello, babies.
Hi. Well, I wish we would have done this before James got here. But now we officially have a little fucking entrance. We just didn't have time to get to the gates, but hopefully whoever buys this will take the gates and put the gates up. And now we're back up here at the camper, and you can see Our entrance with their little sign dangling in the wind. This property is officially closed off. Fenced in. Do not trespass or you will get shot. Oh, hey!